so we're gonna get started with the warm-up. We're gonna need our towel for the warm-up. So it's easiest if you take it and kind of fold it lengthwise so it's nice and long. Then you can just kind of bunch it up here, like so. So to start our warm-up, you're gonna hold your towel nice and wide. We're gonna hold the towel down by our hips, arms are straight, rotating through your shoulders, trying to bring it all the way back to touch your bum behind without bending your elbows, and then rotating back to the front. We're just getting a little bit of mobility here in our shoulders, warming up our upper body. If you find you have to bend your elbows to do this, try widening your grip on your towel. Good. So once you get the feel of this, we're going to step side to side as we rotate our towel over top of us. So for the workout today, all you need is the towel, obviously, and a set of light-ish dumbbells. I'll be using 5 pounds. Good. So now we're going to come to face forward. You can narrow your grip a little bit on your towel. I'm in the middle of exercise, okay, bud? We're gonna hold the towel out in front of us. We're gonna do a rear lunge and twist in the direction of that front leg. Alternate to the other side. So left leg is forward, I'm twisting to my left side. Good. Pardon me? You wanna come on my mat? Sure. You keep your pants on today. Good. So for those of you who are new, we do about a 5-minute warm-up, and then 12-minute full body, high intensity circuit. That circuit consists of 6 exercises. We do each exercise for 30 seconds with a 10-second break in between, and we rotate through the 6 exercises 3 times. Last one here. So now we're gonna hold the towel out in front of us. Right leg is forward. We're going to hinge from the hips, bring our left leg up, row the towel into our chest, bring it out, drop that foot down, staying on the same leg. Dropping down into a lunge. Declan, you gotta move, buddy, or I'm gonna step on you. Dropping a bit lower in that lunge as you're starting to feel warmed up. Okay, switch legs, other leg is forward. Declan, please stop. Remember, if you want your M&M, you gotta behave. Dropping down, coming up in row. Okay, why don't you go get a towel out of the bathroom? Good. 10 seconds left here. Should be starting to feel a little warm. One more. Good. So you can set your towel aside. We're gonna bring our arms up behind our head. We're gonna squat low, bringing our opposite knee to elbow. Switching sides. Good. So we're gonna do 2 12-minute full body HIIT circuits, an 8-minute core circuit, and we'll finish up with some yoga. Should be starting to feel warm here. Pick up the pace when you feel ready. Good. Last few seconds here. Now come face forward. We're gonna do fire feet, I call this. So as fast as you can go. Embracing the jiggle that happens for all of us. When I say hold, we're gonna hold a squat and hold. Getting low, keeping your chest up, and back to fire feet. As fast as you can, and hold. And back to fire feet. Good, keep it going. Go, go, go. And hold. And fire feet. As fast as you can. Keep it going. And hold. And fire feet. as you can. You should be breathing a little heavy now. And hold. Keep holding. Keep holding. And fire feet. And you guys can relax. So go ahead and grab a drink of water. I'm gonna go through and demo our first round of 6 exercises. Either copy along with me or maintain a side step or a boxer shuffle, anything to keep your warm-up going so you don't cool down while I'm doing the demo. Okay, so our first exercise, similar to our warm-up, we're gonna do fire feet. But this time, when I say jump, you're gonna do a squat jump. Back to fire feet. And when I say jump, squat jump. Okay, if you want to take out the jump, just keep going with the fire feet and don't do the jump if you want to take out the impact. Because it's getting hot in here. Next, we're going to do a side lunge with a bicep curl. So you can either hold both of your weights in one hand if you want to make it a little bit heavier, or just one weight, whatever works for you. We're going to need our towel for this one. So everybody get your towel sort of fold it up a little bit in a square. Gonna have our left foot on the towel, right foot is stationary, weights in the right hand. We're gonna slide our foot out. So we're not really putting any weight on that foot that's on the towel. All the weight's in the standing leg. The towel is there so that we can keep our balance, keep our foot on the floor, but we're just gonna be sliding our foot in and out in a side lunge. Then we're gonna add our arms. So bicep curl as we go down. All on the same side for 30 seconds. Then you'll need to unfold your towel. We're gonna put our weights in the towel. Either one or both weights. I'm gonna start with one because this is a bit of a challenging movement. Then pick up the ends of your towel, holding the towel so your thumbs are pointing up towards the ceiling. Holding it out in front of you, slight bend to your knees, hinging forward at the hips. We're gonna pull, using our upper back muscles, the weight up towards our face. So our thumbs keep pointing at the ceiling the whole time, using the muscles of our upper back to pull that weight up. These are like face pulls, only instead of standing and pulling towards your face, we're hinged at the hips and pulling towards our face. Then we're gonna set aside our towel and our weights and do a semicircle shuffle around our mat to get our heart rate up a little bit more. So coming to one side of your mat, we're gonna lunge down and touch the floor, stay low, shuffle to the other side, staying low the whole time, shuffling in a semicircle around your mat. As fast as you can. Then we're gonna do the lateral lunge with the bicep curl on the other side. And then we're gonna finish with negative push-ups. So when we do negative push-ups, we're really emphasizing the eccentric portion of the exercise. So as we come down, we're gonna lower, slow, 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 all the way to the floor, and then up as fast as you can. Lowering again as slow as possible to the floor, and back up. Likely from your knees for those, because those are pretty challenging. So those are our 6 exercises. We'll get our towel set up in a bit of a square, folded so it's ready for when we do our lateral lunges. And we're gonna get started with our fire feet to a squat jump. Of a buzzer, and as soon as the buzzer goes, we're gonna start with our fire feet. Why did my buzzer not go? Hang on, technical difficulties here. Oh, my volume's turned all the way down. There we go. Okay, let's try that again. On the buzzer, into our fire feet. Here we go, as fast as you can. And when I say jump, we're gonna jump, squat jump, and jump. Back to fire feet. Remember, you can take out that jump if you want to keep it low impact, and jump. Back to fire feet. Keep it going as fast as you can, and jump. Good. Fire feet. This is my exercise bud. And jump. Okay, fire feet. Here we go. Keep it going. Go, go, go. Okay, that's our 10 seconds rest. Get set up with your dumbbells for our side lunge with a bicep curl. So your foot's on the towel. Here we go. Lunging down and curling your biceps up at the same time. All that weight is in your stationary leg, your right leg. You can hold either one or both of your weights. Thinking about driving your hips backwards so that your knee isn't coming in front of your ankle. Or sorry, in front of your toes. Good, keep it going here. Next, we're doing face pulls. So you'll have to open up your towel, put either one or both weights inside, grabbing the ends so your thumbs are pointing up. Moving in the hips, pulling that weight up to your face. Good. My weight's about to fall out of my towel here. Adjust if you need to. Uh-oh. That's okay. There we go. Pushing, those thumbs are pointing up towards the ceiling. Squeezing between your shoulder blades. Using the muscles of your upper back. Good. Coming into our semicircle shuffles. From one side of your mat. You're gonna lunge down. Touch the floor, stay low. Shuffle the other side, back and forth. As fast as you can. Try not to knock over the kids. Keeping your chest up high as you come down so you're not caving over at the waist. Good, almost there. Last few seconds. Good, so we're doing our lateral lunge on the other side. So right leg is on the towel, weights in the left hand. Here we go. Curling up as that leg slides out. Remember, not any weight on that sliding foot. All the weight is in your stationary leg. Good. After this, we have our negative push-ups. Then we're going to start the circuit again from the top. Good. Big deep breaths. Last few seconds. Good. So coming down to your mat, on your toes or your knees, whatever works for you. We're going to lower, slow, 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 fast on the way up. Lowering slow as you can. Chest all the way to the mat. And then power up. Good. Anytime we're in this push-up position or a plank position, tucking your pelvis underneath ever so slightly. Last 5 seconds. And then we're starting from the top with our fire feet to a squat jump. Good. Come on up. Grab a drink of water. Please don't do that. Grab a drink of water anytime you need to. And then join right back in with us. Here we go. Fast feet, fast as you can. And jump. Back to fast feet. Keep it going. Keep it going. And jump. Fast feet. And jump. Fast feet again. Keep going. You got it as fast as you can. Fast as you can. And jump. Into our lateral lunge bicep curls. So weights are in the right hand, towels on the left foot. Big deep breath. Here we go, lunging out as we curl up. Driving your hips back behind you to keep that knee from coming in front of your toe. Good. Nice. Drop, if you're holding both weights, you can always drop one if you need to at any time. Okay, into our face pulls. So getting one or both weights inside your towel. I'm gonna get mine set up a bit better this time. There we go. Thumbs pointing up towards the ceiling. Using the muscles of that upper back to pull that weight up towards your face, keeping your thumbs pointed straight up. I won't touch your towel.
Don't take it away.
Good, squeezing between your shoulder blades.
Take it away.
Pardon? No, I won't take it away, I'll leave it there. Good, last few seconds. And we're into our semicircle shuffles. Getting our heart rate back up again. So coming to one side of your mat. We're We're gonna lunge down, touching the floor, shuffle the other side. Kevin, why don't you go get your own mat and bring it over here? Keep it going as fast as you can, trying to stay low in your shuffle. Getting our heart rate's up here. Chest high as you come down to touch the floor. Good, so we're gonna go into our side lunge with a bicep curl on the other side. Weights in the right or the left hand, right foot on the towel. Here we go, curling up as we lunge out. Sorry, I should have mentioned that if you're on carpet, this is where you use your pie plates or your paper plate instead of the towel on your foot. If you're on carpet, anytime we're sliding our feet, use your plates instead of the towel. 2 seconds left and we're into our negative push-ups. Coming down onto your mat, either from your toes or your knees. You're gonna lower slow all the way to the floor. Powering up. Lower, slow. Slow, slow, and power up. Can you guys move out of the way so they can see? Thank you. You need to move out of the way. Powering up. 10 seconds left. It's beautiful, thank you. Can you go put it on the table? Because I can't do anything with it right now. I'm exercising. Power up. Last second. Okay, last time through. Starting from the top with our fire feet to a squat jump. Declan, Declan, Declan. No, thank you. Okay, here we go, as fast as you can. Fast feet. And up. Back to fast feet. And up. Fast feet. Fast as you can. Last time we have to do this one. And up. Good. Keep it going. Fast feet. And up. Here we go. Last 10 seconds. Fast feet. Keep it going fast. Fast, fast, fast. Fast as you can. You got it. You got it. And jump. Fast feet. Good. So into our right-sided bicep curl with a side lunge. So weights are in your right hand. Foot is on, or sorry, your left foot's on the towel. Lunging out as you curl up. Good. Sorry, Declan. Yeah, please don't play with that, Declan. Declan, did you hear me? I'll put it back on, it's okay. Keep it going. Almost done, and then we're into our face pulls. So getting one or both weights inside your towel. Good. Stop playing with that, Declan. Stop touching, thank you. I'm not gonna have any water left. This kid's gonna drink all my water. Thumbs are pointed up towards the ceiling. Using the upper back muscles to pull that weight up towards your face. Back is flat. Slight bend to your knees. Squeezing between your shoulder blades. Yeah. Almost done. And then we're into our semicircle shuffle. Declan, please stop doing that. So putting your weights down, coming to one side of your mat. Declan, stop please. Can you go downstairs and play with your sister? Coming to one side of your mat. Lunging low, shuffling around, lunging back the other side. Good. As fast as you can, trying to stay low in your shuffle. Keeping your chest high as you come down into your lunge so you're not caving over at the hips. After this, we're into our bicep curls with a side lunge on the other side. Okay, so weights are in your left hand, right foot is on the towel or the pie plate. Here we go, curling up as you're lunging that leg out.
Mommy, I also have outfit. Mommy. Okay.
Declan, away from the camera, please. You're gonna have to go play downstairs now. Keep it going. After this, we're into our negative push-ups. And then we'll take about a 2-minute break. Do you remember when I said you have to keep your things away from the camera? Okay, coming down onto your mat.
Hi. Oh, I just want to say hello.
Either from your knees or your toes. Enough.
My mom, my dad wants to say
Lowering,
hello.
slow. No, slow, slow. Powering up. Nice and slow descent to the mat. Chest right down. Power up. Lowering as slow as you possibly can.
Okay.
And up. Good, almost done. Come on up. Almost there, guys.
I get pointed down.
And up. Good. So take a break. Grab a drink of water. Try to walk around. Don't sit. Bring your heart rates down a little bit before we start the next cycle. Go play downstairs. Downstairs. Thank you. Definitely your magnets are in your bedroom. Thank you. Okay, so this is still your guys' rest time. I'm just going to go through and demo the next round of exercises. Then you don't get to have your treat. Okay, so our first one is a cardio movement. It's an alternating side lunge with windmills. So the legs look like this. The arms are going to, sorry, you need to go play downstairs right now. So we have one leg in the center of our mat, switching out to the other leg, side to side. Arms are doing a big windmill over your head, like a side lunge, but we're jumping between our feet, keeping our arms going. Then we're gonna take our towel, having it long-wise, we're gonna hold it overhead. We're gonna go into an overhead squat with a pull down. So when our towel's overhead, arms are straight, shoulders down away from the ears, so you're not shrugging your shoulders up like this. As we squat down, we're gonna pull the towel down to our chest, squeezing between our shoulder blades, and then extend back up. Then we're going to go with our weights. Right leg is going to be forward, and we're going to hold a right-legged, one-legged deadlift or a warrior 3 if you do yoga. So right leg is forward, left leg is going to be in the air, trying to keep your hips level. We're going to hold this position for the entire 30 seconds while we do a tricep kickback with our arms. So it'll look like this. Hinging from the elbows to kick our weights back behind us. If you need to touch your foot down at any time to get your balance, that's fine. Or if that's too challenging, just do it from a lunge position and a tricep kickback this way and keep your back foot on the floor. Okay, please go to the potty. Sure, come to this one up here. So then we're gonna put our towel. You don't need a lot of room with this one. We're gonna do mountain climbers with our feet on the towel. So extend your towel out as long as it'll go and put your feet kind of on either end, and then you can bunch it up between you. So coming into a high plank, we're gonna slide our feet on the floor into mountain climbers this way, as fast as you can. Sure, go to the potty and I'll come help you when you need me. Excuse me, and then we're gonna go into 3 squats with a tuck jump or a squat jump, whatever's right for you. So a tuck jump would look like this, 3 air squats. On the third one, we're gonna power up and bring our knees up towards our armpits, back down into our 3 and a tuck jump. Or you can do 3 squats into a squat jump, or just stick with straight air squats if you want to take the jump up entirely. Then our last one, Declan, I'm busy right now. You call me when you're done in the bathroom. Left leg is forward, so we're gonna do our static single leg deadlift or our warrior 3 with our left leg forward. So right leg is in the air. From here, we're gonna do rear delt flies. So when we do our flies, elbows stay bent. They come together in front of us. Keeping our arms in this exact position, we're gonna squeeze between our shoulder blades to pull them up to about shoulder level. So we're really working the muscles of our back here and the back of our shoulders. So bring our leg forward, We're gonna do them this way. Again, you can always put that foot down in the back and just do your rear flies like that. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we're gonna get started with our alternating side lunge with windmill arms. Sorry, I just need to wipe the bum. Are you done? Okay, he's not done yet, so I might have to leave you guys in a second, but we're gonna get started. Alternating side lunge with our windmill arms. That's okay, Isla, you don't need to clean up your room right now. Good, keeping a nice big circle with those arms. Chest is high. Again, we're not caving over at the waist. After this, we're gonna grab our towel and we're into our overhead squat with a pull down. So grabbing your towel, holding it wide overhead, shoulders down away from your ears. Coming into a squat, pulling it down to your chest, back up. Squeezing between your shoulder blades as you pull that towel down. Good. Keep it going. How you doing, Declan? Okay. Last 5 seconds, and then we're gonna grab our weights. Right leg is forward into a static deadlift or a warrior 3. And we're doing our tricep kickbacks. Right leg forward. Trying to keep our hips level as we do this. So coming in, bringing that left foot up behind us and kicking back with your arms. Point the toes of your left foot straight down towards the floor. It'll help you keep your hips level. You can always bring that foot down, remember, and do them from this position. 10 seconds left. This is challenging. It doesn't look like much, but full body movement here. Okay, putting your weights down into our towel mountain climbers. So toes on either end of your towel. Into a push-up position on your mat. And running those knees into your chest. Sliding them along the floor. Getting our abs involved here. Getting our heart rate up a little. Keep it going. Okay, good job. Go play downstairs now. Keep it going. 5 seconds. Okay, come on up. We're going into our 3 squats with a tuck jump or a squat jump or just staying with your air squats, whatever's right for you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and tuck jump if you can. 1, 2, 3, tuck jump. Think about getting your knees high. 1, 2, 3, powering up. Take it to a squat jump anytime you need to. Using your arms to power that jump. Last one. Woo. Okay, right or left leg is forward in our deadlift with a rear delt fly. Right leg is in the air. Here we go. Get your balance first, then add the arms. Squeezing between your shoulder blades. Doing a lot of back work today.
Go.
And keep that right leg high. You'll probably find you have better balance on one side than the other. That's totally normal. That's why we do single leg work. Keep it going, almost done. And then we're going to start from the top with our alternating side lunges with windmill arms. Take deep breaths. Here we go. Good job. Keep it going. Chest is high. 10 seconds left. We're into our overhead squats with a towel pull down. You need to stay away from the camera, please. Okay, grabbing your towel. Holding it overhead, shoulders down. As we squat down, we're pulling it to our chest. Squeeze between your shoulder blades to pull the towel down. Good. And we're going into our right-sided deadlift with a tricep kickback. Almost done, last few seconds. Okay, putting your towel aside. Right leg is forward. Left leg is going to be in the air for our tricep kickbacks. Here we go, getting your balance first. Hinging from the elbows. Good job, guys. These balancing exercises are challenging. Trying to get that left leg a little higher. Last few seconds. Good. Into our towel mountain climbers. So your feet are wide at either end of the towel. Nice and fast. Running it into your chest as fast as you can. Core and cardio here in this one. Keep it going. We're halfway done this. Whew, last 5 seconds. You got this, guys. Come on up into our 3 squats with a tuck jump. You can also take it to just a squat jump or just keep it at air squats. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Jump it up high. Jump it up. Good. 2, 3. Think about getting those knees nice and high into your armpits. And down. 5 seconds. Good. Into our left-legged deadlift with a rear slide. Left leg is forward. Trying to steady your breath. Get your balance first. Slight bend to the elbows. And slide. Squeezing between your shoulder blades. Slight bend to your elbow here. Good. Remember, you can always set that back foot down and fly from here if you need to. Isla, you're too close to my computer. Thank you. Good. Putting your weights down. We're starting from the top with an alternating side lunge with windmill arms.
Oops, sorry, Mom.
It's okay. Here we go. Last 4 minutes, you guys. Last time we're going through the circuit.
Mommy, you said if we wanted to come up here, we could.
Yeah, you can be up here. You just need to stay away from the computer and try to be a little bit quiet, okay?
Can we also have our treat after?
You can. I don't know yet about that.
What did you say? What did you
We'll
say?
talk about it after, okay? Go play. Keep it going. Good. Into our overhead squats with a towel pull down. Arms are wide. Shoulders down. When we get tired, we tend to shrug. Gotta keep our shoulders down.
I don't want
Declan, can you put that back up on the counter, please?
No, I can put it we're hungry. We can have them.
Declan, I don't think you're gonna get to have one.
After
Okay, can you go put them back on the counter though, because I don't want Maddie to eat them. Declan. Okay, grabbing your weight. Right leg is forward. Declan, you need to listen and do what you're told, please. I asked you to put them on the counter. Right leg is forward. We're doing our trident kick backs. Declan, if you're not going to listen, you don't get to have one. I asked you to go put them on the counter. Hinging from those elbows. Good.
Mama.
Keeping that left leg high. Isla, not now.
What does it say?
Not now. I'm busy right now. You're gonna have to wait if you need me for something. Whew. Okay, into our towel mountain climbers.
I don't need anything.
Okay, so feet are wide on the towel. You can bunch it up in between you. From a plank. Running your feet, knees into your chest as fast as you can. Halfway done, guys. 15 seconds left of this one. Last few seconds. Come on up into our 3 squats with a tuck jump. Declan, you need to be a little quieter, please. 2 more exercises in this circuit, guys. We got this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Power it up high. 1, 2, 3. Take it to an air squat at any time. Power up. 2, 3, and up. 5 seconds. 2, 3, power up. Whew. Good. Last one of the circuit. Left leg is forward. In a deadlift. With a rear delt fly. Last 30 seconds here. Getting your balance first. Slight bend to your elbows. Squeeze between your shoulder blades. Getting that right leg up a little higher. Okay guys, that's our buzzer. Take a break, grab a drink of water, walk around a little bit. We want to bring our heart rates down before we get down onto the floor for some core work. We are going to need our towel for the core portion. So for our core, the same idea, 6 exercises, 30 seconds on with a 10-second break, but we're only going to cycle through it twice, so it's 8 minutes total. Declan, you need to take this out of the way, please. Thank you. So our first one, I'm just going to go through and quickly demo them before we get started. Declan, you need to please give me some space. So the first one is similar to mountain climbers, but your knee taps. So we're going, Declan, please give me some space. Okay, you take that. Yes, that's my punishment. So from a high plank, both feet on the towel, we're going to pull both knees in, extend them back out. You can also do it one knee at a time, similar to the mountain climbers if it's too challenging for both knees. Then we're going to turn around and do it the reverse way. So you might need to bunch up your mat if your knees are a little bit sore. I have one bad knee, so I'm going to do that. So from your knees, hands are on the towel. We're going to extend out as far as we can and use our core to pull ourselves back up. You're probably not going to go out that far. You might be able to extend yourself farther, but you might not be able to get back in. So go out only as far as you can and still be able to pull yourself back in with making sure your lower back isn't swaying. If you do get out too far and you're not able to pull yourself back, you can walk one hand back and then the other, and then don't go out as far the next time. Then we're going to come into a V-sit. We're going to be taking the towel and putting it under our feet and then over our feet. So it looks like this. Might lose your balance a little bit on some of them, that's fine. If that's too challenging, you can also just drop the towel and just hold the V-sit this way. Then we don't need our towel for this one. We're gonna do a reverse plank. So on your mat, hands are behind you, pointing in towards your bum. Feet are on the floor in front of you, heels and toes together, toes pointed. You're gonna use your glutes and your back to drive your hips up towards the ceiling. We're gonna hold this for 30 seconds. If you can't hold it the whole time, come down and take a break, and then come back up anytime you need to, or as soon as you're ready. Then we're gonna grab our towel again. From a V-sit position, we're gonna hold our arms out wide. We're gonna do a Russian twist from one side to the other with our towel, touching our hand on the floor. And then our last one is a Superman with a row. So again, with our towel, we're gonna come down onto our mat. Arms and legs are extended. We're gonna come up into a Superman, raising arms and legs off the floor at the same time. Pull the towel into our chest, using our back muscles, coming out and down.
Just like the game.
Row, out, and down. So those are our 6 exercises. We're starting with our knee tucks. So get your towel ready at the end of your mat. I'm gonna start our buzzer. We're gonna be in a plank position, tucking our knees in and extending them back out. So on the buzzer, we're gonna get going. Here we go. So pulling them in and pushing them out. You can even go up to a pike position if you're more advanced with these, but for most of us, I think we'll just tuck our knees in. As always, in these plank positions, your pelvis is tucked slightly under, so it's the difference from this to this. Last 5 seconds. Then we're gonna reverse it. So coming onto your mat, hands are on the towel, and we're going to extend our body out. Definitely off the towel, please. Thank you. So extending out and pulling yourself back in. You're using your abs to pull yourself back in, not your arms. Only go out as far as you can so you don't have to sway to your low back and you're able to pull yourself back in. 10 seconds left. Almost done. Thank you. So now coming onto your bum, we're going to do our V-sit tucks. So we're tucking, or we're taking the towel over our feet and back. So getting your balance here a little bit. Remember, got stuck on my foot. You can always just hold the V-sit at any time. Okay, if you get it wrapped around your feet, just get yourself going again. Good, that one's challenging. Into our reverse plank. Fingers pointed towards your bum. Legs are extended, heels and toes together. Here we go. Using your glutes and your back muscles. Holding yourself up here, shoulders down away from your ears. Looking up at the ceiling. Keep going, guys. 10 seconds left here. Might start shaking a little, that's okay. Almost done. Okay, coming back down into a V-sit again. This time we're doing Russian twists. Holding the towel out in front of you. Back is straight. Twisting one side, tapping your hand on the floor. Back to center, to the other side. Back to center, pulling your abs in tight before you initiate the movement. Back is nice and flat. If you're really rounding here, come up a little higher. 10 seconds left, and then we're gonna flip over onto our stomachs to do our Superman rows. So onto your stomachs, keeping a hold of your towel. Arms and legs are extended. We raise our arms and our legs Using the muscles of your upper back to row that towel into your chest, extend it out and back down. Keep it going. This is the last one of the circuit, and then we're gonna start from the top with our tucks. Good. So putting the towel at the end of your mat. Feet are on your towel. We're in a high plank position, tucking our knees in towards our chest. Here we go. Pulling them in and out.
Never can come to my house until you know not to sit at me.
You can always pike as well if you want to. Make it more challenging. 10 seconds left here, guys.
Go back.
Last few seconds. Then we're going to do it the opposite way. So coming onto your knees, hands are on the towel. Rolling up your mat if you need to. If you're old like me. Here we go. Tucking that pelvis under as we extend out and pull it back in. Using your abs to pull yourself back up. Making sure you don't have a sway to that low back. Last second, good. So now we're gonna go into our V-sit tucks again. Get your towel wrapped around your feet, that's fine. Just get yourself untangled and start back up with that. This is a challenging movement. 10 seconds left. Remember, you can just hold a V-sit. This is too challenging. Good. Into our reverse plank. Taking a break from our towel. Fingers pointed towards your bum. Heels and toes together. Feet pointed. Nose pointed. Driving your hips up. Declan, don't hit her, please. Declan, I'm going to take that away from you. Declan, I don't know. Keeping your hips high. Yeah, go inside. That's a great idea. Using your glutes. Get up a little higher if you can. Good. Into our Russian twists. Coming onto your bum. Holding onto your towel. Declan, please don't. Towel out in front of you. Back is flat. Twisting one side and then the other. Good. Nice flat back. Remember, come up a little higher if you find you're rounding through your back. Last few seconds, and then we're into our Superman rows. So coming onto your stomach. This is our last one, guys. You got this. Arms and legs extended. Coming up, pull that towel into your chest. Extend and down. Up, row, extend, down. Really squeezing between your shoulder blades to bring that towel into your chest. Last few seconds here, guys. You got this.
Activity completed.
Activity completed. So that's it, guys. Good job. I know the towel's a little bit cumbersome and some of the transitions are a little bit difficult, but you did great. So we're gonna get going on some yoga here. We've got about 10 minutes for yoga. Yes, Eileen, we're good. Why don't you guys go play outside? So get yourself set up, grab a drink of water. We'll get right into some yoga here. we'll do the bouncy castle once we're done our exercise. Sure. Go on out. Okay, so we're gonna come and start in a kneeling position at the back of our mat.
I'll make it so that you can't hear.
Thanks, Anna. Take a big deep breath, extending our arms overhead, bringing our our left hand to our right knee, right hand behind us, into a little bit of a twist. Coming back through center, extending arms overhead. Right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you, and twist the other way. Declan, you can have it back when I'm all done exercising, okay? I will get it for you when I'm done. But you're chasing Isla around with it, and that's not very nice. Coming back to center, arms overhead. You can extend your knees a little bit wide to come down into a child's pose. So extending your arms. Couple of big deep breaths here. Forehead down on your mat. Coming forward into table. And extend our right arm out to the side, bringing it underneath our body, coming to rest on the right shoulder. You can either stay here or extend your left arm up, bring it around and hooking it on your right thigh to add a little bit more of a twist. Coming back to center. Isla. Extending your left arm out to the side, bringing it underneath your body, coming to rest on that left shoulder. And if you want to, Isla, do not blow that in your nose again. Right arm to the sky and hooking it around your left thigh to get a little bit more of a twist. Declan, enough. Why don't you guys go take Foxy outside? Coming back into table. We're going to extend back into child's pose again. You guys, both of you, enough. Declan. We're going to walk ourselves back up onto our knees. Coming back up to seated. You're going to take your right hand down onto the mat, extending your left arm overhead to get a nice stretch down the left side of your body. Now taking that top arm and bend your elbow so you're touching either the back of your head or the top of your back here. As we continue to stretch, we're getting a little bit of a tricep stretch at the same time as we're stretching the left side of our body. Coming back up, we'll do the same thing on the other side. Declan, left hand to the mat, right arm extending overhead to stretch it into that right-sided body. Declan, Declan. Declan, can you hear me? Thank you. Yeah, you need to stop now. Now bending that elbow and bringing it to the back of your head or the top of your back. Declan, enough. You can do that later. Coming back up to seated and extend into a child's pose again. So you can take your knees wide in this child's pose if you like how that feels. Now tucking your toes under, we're going to come into a down dog. Bending one knee and then the other to stretch into your calves. Now extending both heels down towards the floor. I'm going to take pigeon on the right leg, so extend your right leg up behind you, bringing it forward so your right ankle is up by your left wrist. Left leg extends back behind you. Now you can either stay up here or relax down into this, whatever is the most comfortable for you, so you feel a nice stretch into that right hip. We're just gonna relax here for a minute. Two more breaths here. Pressing back up onto your hands, tucking your left toes under, coming back into down dog. You can bicycle your legs out again if that feels good.
Mommy, I decided to put a haircut in. I'm not before.
Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing on the left side. So left leg extends up behind you and bringing the leg forward so your left ankle is up by your right wrist. Extending that right leg back behind you and relaxing down into pigeon on the left side. Feeling a stretch into the outer side of your left hip. Breathing here for a minute.
Mama, I decided to put it in.
Need to be a couple more minutes, okay? Two more breaths here. Coming up onto your hands, we're gonna tuck the right toes under and extend back into down dog once again. You can bend one knee and then the other. You need a little bit more of a stretch into your calves. Now coming forward, we're gonna come down onto our knees. Okay, I'll have to fix it later. And rotate around to come to sit to seated. Hugging your knees into your chest. We're gonna come back onto our backs. Giving our backs a bit of a massage here. So rolling one way and then the other. Now extend your left leg down to the floor, keeping your right knee hugged into your chest. We're gonna stretch into our calves by extending that leg up. You can either hold behind your knees or you can grab your big toe with the same hand. It's okay if your knee's a little bit bent. You're getting a nice stretch through the back side of your leg.
Mommy, I'm gonna do a class for myself. I'm using this word.
Releasing that, pulling your right knee into your chest, and then pulling it across the left side of your body. You can either stay here, or if you're able, you can grab the left foot with the right hand to get a quad stretch on the left leg while you're getting a twist at the same time.
Mommy, I'm gonna see if the kid will work after they're put together. And,
I can't help you right now.
I got this. That's it.
Extending that left leg back straight, coming back into center, hugging your right knee to the chest, bringing your left knee up as well, hugging both knees in. Now extending the right leg down, left leg up towards the ceiling. Again, you can hold behind your knee, or you can grab that big toe with this left hand. Okay if your knee's bent, so long as you feel a nice stretch in the back of that side, or the back side of your leg.
That's it.
Releasing that, hugging your left knee back into your chest, and pulling it across the right side. And if you're able, you can grab the right foot with your left hand to stretch your quad at the same time as you're getting a twist.
the castle.
Sure, I can help you with that as soon as I'm
King
done
of
this.
the castle. I'm king of the castle. No, you have to let it drop.
Sure.
The castle.
Releasing that right foot, coming back to center, hugging your left knee into your chest, and bringing your right knee in as well. Now grabbing behind your knees, we're gonna rock up. So feet are on the mat, hands on the mat, and we're gonna stand into a forward fold. You can grab opposite elbows, just hang here. Or if you want to, you can grab your ankles to get a little bit of a deeper stretch. On your next inhale, we're going to come up to standing and bringing your hands down to the heart. So that's our workout today, guys. The towel was a little bit cumbersome and some of the transitions were a bit difficult, but thanks for sticking with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I will get the little coffee meeting up and running here in just a couple minutes if anyone wants to join us for coffee. Otherwise, I hope to see you on Monday morning at 9 a.m. next week for our next workout. Thanks for coming.